And gentlemen, welcome to the evening rush right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Today is August 21, 2025, and it promises to be quite an intellectually edifying day where we get to talk of issues that affect Nigeria's socio-economic and political landscape. Obviously, like I always tell you this time around, that this is a political season. Things are gearing up, political actors are talking, but Nigerians are going through a lot, and one of the issues they're going through is the stifling economic conditions. So you hear the federal government come to give us details of how things are looking good on paper, but Nigerians are not feeling it at all. And why is that so? There are situations that lead to a stifling of the economy when there are excessive regulations, when there is lack of investment, when there is political instability, when corruption is the high order of the day, when there are trade barriers, which includes global economic downturns. The impact is high unemployment, poverty, there's social unrest, reduced living standards. And I must tell you the truth, it is not funny about reduced living standards. I talked about this just yesterday during the beginning of the program when I was giving my introduction as to how Nigerians are currently living. Small scale, medium businesses and even some major businesses on an average level are barely coping. So let me even give you a very recent instance, and I'm talking about electricity billing. So you know hospitality business, right? Obviously there are seasons hospitality business actually thrives. Not just that, manufacturing companies that basically rely on electricity as well, especially, and obviously entertainment centers, they also rely on electricity. These companies that need electricity to thrive are literally complaining about the billing system on them, and they are not finding it funny at all. So let me even give you a scenario where a company is literally paying about 35 million naira per month just because it's a hospitality business. In some instances, some of them pay 8 million naira a month. And with the current economic situation, how do you want that business to thrive? Remember that there is what you call running costs, which includes maintenance, biomaterials, upkeep, paying salaries of workers. Beyond that, there are miscellaneous expenditures as well, expenditures that you don't foresee, logistics. All of this entails money. You're not having any help from the government. This is a private business. Tell me how you want that business to remain consistent. What other means you want that business to thrive? There are seasonal at times, especially for the hospitality business, possibly in December and maybe even during election periods and this holiday period. Now that children are on holidays, a couple of them may want to stay in most of these hotels where you see them have to pay 25 million naira, 30 million naira, 10 million naira. How much will they have to pay in a year? And they have to pay their staff, okay? And you know that there are different categories of the staff they have to pay. Sometimes they even have to do maintenance. That is the building where they are situated needs to be maintained. Also, you know that they pay tax. So why do we continue to experience this kind of conditions without any recourse and without any help? We'll be looking into that in the course of the conversation this evening. Another thing to also consider is insecurity. Insecurity has continued to, would I say, blossom. It seems to be a thriving business for several actors. I don't know what is happening. The security agencies say they're doing their best. The Nigerian military is saying they're doing their best. They're being strategic, but it feels like they are really either overwhelmed or underwhelmed. Either they do not have enough personnel or they're being attacked from all fronts and they do not know what to do. But the troubling situation is that things are now happening in urban centers and communities where people live together. So you would think that these things happen in areas that are sparse, where you don't have a lot of persons living there. No, that's not the case, right? 2 persons that are supposedly known as celebrities in Lagos were recently attacked because of what the jewelry they were wearing. Also, that's not the only thing. There are experiences of kidnapping activities taking place. Some recorded, some documented, some not documented. So you don't even know the scale at which these crimes are going. Kwara State is... You know what? Let's listen to Dele Farotimi in a very recent Monitor television interview where he ruled out precisely the excruciating conditions Nigerians are going through.
Point where I must thank God for the APC, for Tinubu particularly, and for how they have helped. I don't need to say much to show the average Nigerian the level of putrefaction that has now attended every layer of governance in this country. Because of them, it is easy to see the level of impunity that governs Nigeria. Aside from that capacity to show us how low governance can fall in Nigeria, there is nothing they have shown. It's not like they've been any worse than the Buhari regime in terms of policy choices. They were, at least they were, if nothing else, they were consistent in saying that they will build on the ruinous foundations of Buhari, and they've done that reasonably well. Nobody can take that away from them. But when it comes to the impact on the average Nigerian on the street in their homes, this government has been ruinous. From the Plateau to the Benue Trough to the rainforest of southern Nigeria, Kwara, people are running away from villages. They are abandoning villages in Kwara. The insecurity that they are pointing at is not just that it's worsening, it's that it's spreading. It's spreading. Even within townships, within cities, even Lagos, Ibadan, you are having an upward swing in kidnapping. It's not just about Fulani kidnappers anymore, kidnapping for ransom and all of that. It's not about that anymore. It's become an industry on its own. People can't even walk around freely in cities, and they are crowing and talking about how well they are doing. These are real issues that the average man on the street can answer. It's a pocketbook thing. If the thing is getting better, we would all know. It will show up in the price indexes. When we go to the market, we'll see how far our naira can travel. The reality is that naira has evaporated. Even banks are not having it.
All right, so again, these are the realities, which differs from basically what we hear, okay, from the government of the day, reading out to us that on paper things seem to be doing fine, but Nigerians don't think so. Nigerians don't feel so. Let's listen to Peter Obi today while he was addressing a couple of Nigerians concerning Nigeria's future.
Is classified among the failing countries of the world. We are now among 10 of the failing countries of the world. We're now classified as one of the most terrorized countries in the world. In fact, we're number 3 or number 4 after Afghanistan, Yemen, and the way it's going, we might soon overtake them. We are the world capital of poverty. Even before the COVID, Nigeria, a country of 200 million, had more people living in poverty than the 2 biggest countries of the world combined, China and India, that is about 2.8 billion. For 200 million, we have more people living in poverty than 2 of them combined before COVID. So you can imagine what it is after COVID. We have one of the highest unemployment rates in the world today. At 33%, which is the unemployment. By the time you combine the underemployment, we're about competitiveness, we're going down. Of course, you've seen perception, corruption, mesothelioma, we're going down. You can go on, the list is endless. The hunger list now, we're number 98 out of 105. Nigerians have been classified as a country now where people spend over 100% of their wage, salary on feeding. Like, you can't, and it's getting worse. And anybody who thinks it's going to get better, forget it. This is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. Because we're choosing not to do the right thing. And people will tell you, when I was talking about somebody who is granting loan and everything. There's nothing wrong with loan. Nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm a businessman. I'm a trader. That is my background. You live with loan. Loan is what has made nations. Every nation in the world is owing. Even Norway, they have the highest sovereign wealth fund of 1.4 trillion is owing over 50% of their GDP in debt. So there's nothing wrong with loan. It's what you throw the loan at, what you use the loan, that makes all the difference. And I'll show you countries that have borrowed. But we have a crisis that because we're throwing away the money we're borrowing, it's not getting to a stage where we can't even service the loan. You approve it, you know the budget and everything. Last year alone in 2021, in the first 5 months of last year, as a nation we earned 1.1 trillion 847 billion naira. We used 1 trillion 802 to service debts, remaining 45 billion for a nation of 200 million people. In a short while, we will not be using 98% of our revenue to service debt. We will need to borrow, which is what we are doing now, to service debts. And you're not generating revenue, and you often hear government people say, we don't have a borrowing problem, we have a revenue problem. You can't generate revenue when your people are poor. You're not going to tax poor people who are in the village doing nothing. Revenue is the function of productivity. The country is not productive, so you can't generate money. For me, my appeal is that we're 2023 is not about making the next person president or anything. It is about all of us fighting for our future. Country.
So I think it was a mistake. He was referring to 2027 or 2027 actually, where he said 2023. Meanwhile, obviously, anytime he comes out to speak, you will definitely get reactions from several quarters. Some persons have come out to throw a jab at him. So, for example, in a recent interview, I think that was just yesterday, speaking about running for one term. You know, Peter Obi is part of the coalition, and they're talking about going either for one term and the possibility of going for one term and placing the structures that you think. Well, Chukwuma Soludo actually threw a jab at him. Okay, so initially we thought that he was referring to his fellow contestants, that is fellow governors that he's running along with in Anambra State. But when the anchor person asked about is it necessary to do 2 terms or 8 terms, well, here is basically what he had to say. So let's take a listen to him.
Don't you believe in that axiom?
I must tell you that it is both. Just tell me. I mean, and the same people, let's even escalate it. But I don't want to distract from the purpose of this particular interview. But if you escalate it and you see people, you quote China, you quote Singapore, you quote Malaysia, transformations of Dubai, and you quote and so on and so forth. I will tell you, in those instances, you see a one-to-one, almost more than 90% correlation between longevity in office and ability to implement long-term transformational change, as it were. Now, how long is enough? That's, an interesting debate, whether 4 years or so, and especially if anyone who has been in office, who had a chance to stay for 4 years and leave, is coming up and the person spent 4 years and ran for another 4 years. You go back to the person's record to be able, that's what we call in economics credibility. So you make a commitment that you must be credible. What did you even achieve in your first 4 years when you were there? Because you have been there. If you extend it logically, I'm talking nationwide, some people saying this, and you ask them, what did you do in your 4 years as when you were governor or that and so on? Why did you seek for a second term? Why didn't you effect the magic in your 4 years to demonstrate as an illustration that, 4 years you could do the magic? Now, after serving 8 years there, and still not enough, you still have left quantum unfinished business.
Now you come and tell Nigerians and anywhere else in Anambra State, for example, you are going to fix the entire problems of Anambra within your manifesto, because these guys also have their manifesto. You look at what they are promising and you realize that none of it can be done in 6 years. None. So, you see, it's good that you pointed to my history. I have been around a little bit. I've been governor of Central Bank. I've been chief economic advisor to President Obasanjo. I was the de facto minister of national planning. I superintended the drafting of national economic empowerment and development strategy needs. And I saw how difficult it was to get one structural reform take root and get it cemented. I was governor of Central Bank. I began to run from the first day. I was there for 5 years. And still we're still left with Vision 2020 in place. I've been there. I've seen how time quickly flies. And I have seen people make those kinds of arguments before. I mean, we're not all, we don't all have selective amnesia. We know that even a president in no distant past promised the same thing. And then, of course, before long, 4 years just flew by. And he wanted to run again, of course, was defeated. So these kinds of things, when people begin to say it, we've got memory, we've got collective memory. And we know that when people are making this, they are just taking the rest of us, I mean, as either fools or just being outrightly deceitful.
All right, so basically from his connotation, and you know who he's actually talking about, Peter Obi had proposed that since it's still the turn of the South, respecting the gentleman agreement that was done by certain political individuals way back in 2013, 2014, thereabout, that since the North is done, this time for the South, that he doesn't mind, doing just 4 years. And a couple of Nigerians and a couple of political stalwarts believe that it's not possible to fix anything in 4 years. Obviously, what's his name? Chukwuma Soludo is making reference to Peter Obi when he was the governor of Anambra State for 8 years, referring to what he was able to accomplish in 8 years, and if he was able to resolve all the quagmire that was affecting Anambra State at the time. And so why should anyone believe him by saying that he can actually do what is needful in 4 years? Again, we're going to be looking into that in the course of the conversation. While former Kaduna Governor Nasir Eltufai has warned the ADC Youth Vanguard fabricating statements and attributing them to him, El-Rufai said that he would disown such remarks, stressing that while he has platforms to air his views, he never made the comments being circulated. Now, what is this comment that is being circulated on social media attributed to him, which he did not make? Now, for example, this is basically what these individuals who are actually running the social media account of the ADC, they quoted him as saying, Nigeria's most corrupt and dishonest government that had mastered the act of looting shamelessly while deceiving confidently. They were referring to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration as Nigeria's most corrupt and dishonest government that had mastered the act of looting shamelessly while deceiving confidently. El-Rufai said he did not categorically make that statement, that neither would he disown the remarks anyway. He would not disown what they mean or the intention of what they're driving at, but he did not make such remarks, so they should not be using their platform to do such. It is not necessary. Now, the ADC is not the only one going through its own internal wranglings. Seyi Makinde, the governor of Oyo State, and Nyesom Wike, they're also going through their own imbroglio. If you recall that Seyi Makinde, Nyesom Wike, Samuel Otam, they were part of the G5 that caused the polarization in the People's Democratic Party in 2023. Now, Makinde said he is not ready to go low with anyone who decides to go into the gutters. This was while he was addressing journalists after the Southwest Zoning Consultative Summit of the PDP. Now, they're meant to have their convention in Ibadan very soon. Nyesom Wike is saying he has not gotten any invitation for it, and he's vowing to actually disrupt the process if due proceedings does not go through. The PDP said that Nyesom Wike is well aware of it and that he should be careful to not disrupt the process. However, Nyesom Wike is alluding to the fact that he is still a proponent of the PDP and a strong loyalist of the PDP, that he was one of the backbone for the continuous existence of the People's Democratic Party. Now, there are challenges. You know what happened in the recent by-elections, and that is why the PDP members are deciding to come together to put their house in order. But the question is, how do you intend to put your house in order when you have one of your major members working for the current party and intends to ensure that the president comes back in 2027? Well, we're going to be looking into this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, well, let me welcome my analyst today, and that's Barrister Darlington Agumo. Barrister Darlington, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Esther.
How are you?
Queen Esther.
Thank you. How are you, sir?
I am here because you asked me to come.
Barrister, Monday and Thursdays are your days.
They wrote my name with those days. Okay. No problem.
No problem.
All the same, I'm here.
Yes, you're here. Welcome.
I hope there'll be peace today.
Oh, we always have peace, Barrister Darlington. Basically, are you trying to... Barrister Darlington, we always have peace.
Yes.
We enjoy ourselves on the program. It could include conflict of interest. It could include me not agreeing or aligning with some of your thoughts. But obviously, we always have peace.
You know, those who created this table, they are very clever.
What?
They put it far away from me.
Exactly.
So that when I stretch my hand,
you will not reach me.
That means I need to stand up now.
Even if you stand, you will not reach me.
I will turn around.
Barrister Darlington, welcome.
Yes, it's my pleasure to be here. How are you?
I am fine. Barrister, let's start off with the economic situation in the country. I started off with that. I'm sure you heard me reel out the electricity billing of some of these hospitality businesses. In Abuja alone, I think one of the hospitality businesses says they paid about 7 million naira. Due date is for the 22nd of August, which is tomorrow, for a month. Remember that you have staff, you have costs, you have logistics, you have maintenance. All of this, from where will the money come from?
My sister.
That's for Abuja. In Lagos, this business is alleging 20-something million per month. Barrister, you pay staff, you do upkeep, there is logistic. So exactly what are we doing?
It's terrible. I think I've talked about this NEPA issue. I've discussed it severally. It's like people are not getting it. Things that they're supposed to even be protesting about, they are not. You see the worst of it, or this band A, band B, band C, you know, they are using it to extort money from us. I'm telling you, this power minister is about the worst. With all this extortion, we still don't have the light. They bring it when they like. You know, when this band, whatever came, I told you something here. I said, look, all these threats of going to prison, this and that they should go and build more, at least 10 more kirikiri that will accommodate defaulters. For the past 2-3 weeks now, did you notice what's going on in Lagos? NEPA has been going on massive what? Verification of meters. Because I understand that 70% of customers have bypassed. Yes, they bypass. I'm not joking. They came to my street, they were all over the place. I told that guy, I said, look, this one, before the end of the year, you people go around again. You get tired of correcting and checking meters because you people call for it. How can you tell somebody to be paying the amount of money you people are paying? You people are billing people. They will definitely bypass. That's why I said that it is the society that prepares the crime, then the criminal just commit it. There's no way anybody can pay that kind of money religiously. It's not possible. At a point, they will bypass meters. That's the truth. So you people should not be going around from the first day of the month to the last day of the month checking meters. When we thought that the prepaid meter will solve the problem of what's it called now? Overbilling. Now you got meter and it became worse. Esther, are you aware that out of the 7.2 million business that closed down, the major reason why they closed down was what? Power. Are you aware?
Yes.
Power.
And
now look at a hotel.
Running cost.
A hotel is paying 34 million naira per month. This is just for NEPA. The tax to Lagos State, that one is a no-go area. Now, just look at how can this business meet up for God's? How can? You know, it is the person that's wearing the shoe know where he's pinching. You won't know until you face the same reality. How can any business even grow to expand? It's not possible. The major reason why business is because of power. Only few businesses can be able to pay. Dangote, it got what that the man had to get his own solar energy. Just completely off the national grid. And that is loss of revenue to NEPA. Imagine. The man just got fed up. I'm sure his own will be running into billions a month. Who does that to a business? With all the run, as if that one is not enough, Esther. The what's it called? The tax from the government, local, state, and federal. They said the so-called tax reform will not take off until January next year. So the government of state and the local, they are trying to cash out now before the new tax regime will start. It is so bad. Esther, let me reveal one secret to you. Somebody called me from Dubai, a very close friend. He said, do I know that they don't pay NEPA bill here and water? I said, what? He said they don't pay for water and light over there. They only pay for their house rent and maybe your personal things. When I say this here, people think I'm just exaggerating. I said Saudi Arabia, they don't pay tax. The same oil business they're into, that Nigeria is equally a member of OPEC. They don't pay, Esther. When I told you here that a group of people hijacked Nigeria to deal with us, that they came together and said, we are going to deal with these people until none of them can breathe.
Barrister Jonathan, the fear
that is squeeze you until you can breathe.
The fear something here is like, for example, monies are being borrowed. They're not giving us any form of accountability of where these monies are going to.
I'm telling you.
Aside from when they tell us that, okay, governors are being given more money, senators are being given more money, House of Rep members are being given more money. However, these individuals are asking for salary increments while Nigerians are being crippled. You have the FCT minister purchasing a mansion of $2.1 million. The record is on public record. I would have shared it, but it's not within my purview to share the record. It's about 113 pages of the document, reading all the mansions, the square kilometer, the diameter of the building, the structure, the names, the wife, the sons, all the properties from way back. This is somebody who works for the government. As someone who has been working for the government for a very long time, being able to acquire such an amount of money in the United States of America. Beyond all of that, Barrister Darlington, the issue is that the money is not circulating. It's like the money is kept somewhere ahead of the next election. So a certain set of persons are just owning or holding the money. It's not trickling down. And that's why it's so astute. Barrister Darlington, robbery is taking place in broad daylight. Kidnapping, it's now a business enterprise. Organ harvesting, you don't even understand the ring involved. Barrister Darlington is terrible. Government officials are in a cesspool of corrupt activities. Nigerians are groaning every day. Barrister, on this platform, it may seem like the platform is just putting up a negative perspective of the government of the day. It's not even about the government. It's about the current situation bedeviling Nigerians. And every time on this platform, we try to reel out how to resolve these issues. And it feels like it's falling on deaf ears.
Yeah, nobody listening. Nobody listening, Esther, because they are comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Did I not tell you that this wike that is gallivanting all over the place, singing on your mandate to stand, this and that? Something is behind it. Esther, do the exchange rate of $2 million. I'm sure it is about 1.5 billion naira. That is what somebody converted into a dollar to go and buy a property in US. And do you know why we got to know this? Over there, you can't buy such a property.
Obviously, the records are everywhere.
If the moment the deal is concluded, it enters the social media. It enters into all this, what's it called now? Property
It's listed, Barrister.
It's listed immediately, so you can't hide it.
I just don't know if it's proper to share it, but I just let's just be safe.
Look, the moment this thing happen, you can't hide it, especially for a property of this amount. It's not possible. You can't hide it. And this is the same wike who was some people leaving prison for what he's doing in Abuja. As if he was the one that built Abuja from the scratch. You can see all those money that he was giving free hand to operate with. Look at where he channeling it. Somewhere abroad.
There is a problem. Apparently, with all of these complaints,
I know that very soon wike will clash with Tinubu. And I've told you, is it not me?
Why is it because of what's going on between Seyi Makinde and himself?
No. Not only that. A day will come when APC members will tell Tinubu to choose between them and wike.
But he's doing okay for them.
He's doing okay for who?
He's doing okay for them.
What is he doing okay? What is he doing? By stealing money, Abi?
What do you mean by stealing money?
There are some APC members who contributed to Tinubu's victory who have not gotten 1/4 of what wike have gotten now, even from another party. Is that justifiable? Hold on. Is that justifiable? You mean these APC people, they are not listening, they are not watching? Because they be asking themselves, look at what we did and all that. And this man from PDP came here and look at what he's making for himself under our own party, under our own government. You think they are happy? It will come to a point where APC member will tell Tinubu, choose between us and wike.
Why do you think it will get to that point? He's doing well as the minister, supposedly, for the administration.
No. He's not doing anything. There is nothing fantastic about wike and Abuja. He was taking there to go and make money. And he's making it big time. Look at where he's taking the money to. Look at where we are not talking of Abuja land that he has already bought over. Are you telling me that at the end of the day, Tinubu will not look into all these things? Because there are empirical evidence to support all these things. You mean Tinubu will open his eyes and support that wike should be stealing money under his own government when APC members are there? No, tell me, is it possible? It is going to happen very, very soon as the election draw near. Let me see that magic wike has been doing for APC and all that. Is it not because he was allowed? Like I used to tell you, monkey clever now because the three dey together. When they separate the trees, no monkey is clever.
Barrister, it is due to this situation like excessive regulation. Investment is not as it's supposed to be for a country that the president travels around a lot to attract foreign investment. Most of our manufacturing companies are really not manufacturing as they should. Cost of running the business is very high and they're not getting the kind of subsidy or, will I say, little breathing space that they're supposed to have to thrive from the government. There's also corruption. It's the order of the day. It's terrible. There's no clamp down on that. Okay, and then obviously you have.
And you know why this thing has gotten high?
Why?
Tinubu said he will not probe anybody. That is an indirect way of giving them a blank check.
But he said that because he said he wants to address what causes corruption.
Are you serious? Has he addressed it? Even under his nose at an NPC where he's the petroleum minister, has he addressed? Because that place is the heaven of corruption. Look at Mele Kyari. They say how much? 600 million naira. Are you serious? We are talking of 6.something billion, and you just close an account that has 600 million. That one is for breakfast, lunch, and whatever. In fact, that's where they keep pocket money. The real money can never be here. You can't find it in Nigeria. It's not possible. Mele Kyari, he's the managing director for refinery, Port Harcourt refinery. 80 billion was seized from his own account. 80 billion. They are telling me that the group managing director is having 600 million naira. That, is an embarrassment.
Barrister Darlington, there's a situation ongoing within the ADC as well as the PDP. The PDP is meant to be preparing for its national convention. They know already that there are situations within their party, but then there's a wike factor. Wike says he's going to support anybody that will support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Seyi Makinde is saying that he's not ready to go into the gutters with anyone. I'm sure you remember when Adetokunbo Pierce, during a Monitor television program, actually told us that the relationship between Nyesom Wike and Seyi Makinde is very dicey. What happened in the last time, they're no longer together. We also heard that Seyi Makinde is also gunning to run as president for 2027, but he has not openly come come out to say it. A couple of them who actually have their intention from the southwest region may not say it so that it doesn't seem as if they are going against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In fact, Eltufai, obviously you heard when what's his name, Amechi, mentioned that they had the conversation together about the coalition, but he quickly distanced himself from it. There also talks of some of these individuals who are not supporting the president as those who are betraying the president just because they sort of rose on the plank through the president's help. But let's look at the situation like this, Barrister. If the administration is setting course as they promised, do you think Nigerians will be clamoring for another leadership?
It's not possible.
I'm trying to create a platform
it's
here.
It's not possible.
Let's just say they decide to change the name of Nigeria to whatever suits anybody's narrative. They decide to change all the whole streets in the whole country. Nobody cares.
Exactly.
But if you have proper electricity, if you don't have insecurity as an alarming rate like this, if there is ease of doing business, if going to school is quite affordable, you have a similar society that obeys laws and obeys laws. Laws is not just attached to a majority and a few are not having access to it or not respecting it. And corruption is not the order of the day. Do you think Nigerians wouldn't even clamor for infinity or for the president if he intends to run till infinity?
I'm telling you, that is it. Go and check all over the world. When a leader is doing good, they don't even want him to leave office. They don't want him to leave office. I hope we will have such a leader in future, because from where we are now, it's not possible.
Is it possible to do something in 4 years? You just listen to what Chukwuma Soludo said, and you know obviously whom he's referring to. He's saying that there is no magic and that anybody who says they're proposing a 4-year term needs a psychiatric evaluation. Said that he, for example, knows that it's not possible. Made reference to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu when he promised the same thing and he has gotten there, and he knows and sees now how challenging it is. He's running for a second term. So literally by saying that there is nothing that can be done in 4 years. Do you think anything can be done in 4 years?
This is why I will advise all politicians, don't say things until you get there. It's important so that people will not rubbish your name. People will not call you a liar. Because when you say things and you get there and start, in fact, the political capital you have built may be eroded. Because they say, no be you talk this, no be you say this. And people like Bayo Nonoga, they are keeping tab. You know, they are keeping record. So whenever you go against your own statement, they will remind you. So any politician at all, don't say things just to please the public. Say things that you know is possible. So that if you eventually get into office, you will not be harassed by your own word, by your own statements.
What do you mean by that? That he proposed 4 years? Did he say he was going to perfect anything in 4 years?
I didn't talk about. I said, look, that's not the only thing. Didn't you hear me?
Okay.
I said any politician at all, don't say things until you get there.
Okay.
So that you don't go against your own word when you are not confronted with the problem at hand.
Okay.
Like this fuel subsidy now that they are using to blackmail everybody. All of them agree they will remove subsidy. All of them agree they will remove subsidy. That's what they are saying. But I'm telling you, Esther, if I have the opportunity, I will not remove subsidy. I swear to Almighty God I will not, because I know it's possible. You know why it's possible? The entire Western world, they enjoy subsidy. Why? So why can't we enjoy it? All the OPEC members, they enjoy subsidy. So why can't we? Those economies have not collapsed.
They say that
they have not collapsed.
A few individuals, there's a cabal of persons that are enjoying that subsidy. Nigerians are not benefiting it.
Good. Okay. When you remove it now, is it not worse? Hold on. Instead of you to go after those people, how can you punish the entire country because of a few cabal? That means you are not a leader. Remove the corruption in subsidy and let the people enjoy it. Is their God-given right. God-given right. Nobody has the custody of this black gold under the earth. God deposited it there. And not all countries that have it. Japan don't have oil.
Barrister, let's look at something where you have $2 million on a mansion. If you do the equation to naira, it's about 3.1 billion naira.
Of course.
From $2 million, about 3.1 billion naira. That is just for a mansion in the US. Forget, you've not talked about other properties established in other countries, owned by the FCT minister, a sitting minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that according to what the budget office is telling us, that they are not earning up to 1 million. Based on what they're clamoring for, they're saying the president earns 1.5 per month, and that due to the current economic realities and the exchange rate, they ought to be earning more than that. Ministers and governors are not even earning up to that. So if they're not earning up to possibly 1 million, if they're using the 2008 payment system, all right, where is all this money coming from?
It is the money that are stolen. It's as simple as that.
Barrister Darlington, I was expecting the presidency to set up an investigation into where that money came from. The public document is out there. I told you, I don't know if it's within my purview to share it. 133 pages of this document indicating the length, the diameter of this mansion, the address, the names of the persons this mansion and properties were bought under. Obviously, Eberechi Wike, the wife, and the sons, who is a judge in the federal government of Nigeria, who is not supposed to be linked to such a thing. If a seven minister has, this is just Wike, and I know a lot of them are also into this.
Yes, I was coming to that. That is just Wike. So what makes you think that other ministers, No, tell me, if Tinubu allow Wike with all this revelation, is he not telling other ministers, go and help yourself too? And at the end of the day, they will not help him to get to second term in office. Of course. Is that not what is playing out here? No, if you allow them to be stealing money right, left, and center, will they have the temerity, will they have the God to challenge his re-election? They will all work hard so that the stealing will continue. That is the game plan here. So the so-called master strategies, we have seen it now. It's all about corruption. You are using our resources to garner friends for yourself, to garner vote for yourself. Is that what they call political sagacity or political strategy? People like Wike are many in Tinubu's government. Even himself, he knows. But he allowed them because he wants to get to second term. Is that what they call strategy, Esther? Do you see that? Have I not told you here that ab initio, these people have nothing to offer? It's just name and a few sections of the press that are blowing their ego up. Apart from that, nothing. There is nothing. They know nothing about governance and leadership. They just use money to throw it around, spray it around, to your cronies who will not be your praise singers, gullible sycophants. When you are gathered them around you, they will say, he's very popular. Is that how to run an economy? I run a government. Is that not why things are going down south? With all the money we are making, Esther, I told you here that no leader in the history of this country have made more money than Tinubu. The facts are there. No leader. And I challenge somebody to tell me otherwise. No leader. So where are all this money going to? Nobody have explained to me. And yet you are talking of popularity, this and that. No. Corruption in fact, it has climbed to the Kilimanjaro mountain.
Barrister Darlington, when corruption thrives in such a volume, it creates unemployment.
Of course.
It also creates insecurity.
This inequality.
Insecurity, obviously. There is also social unrest. For Nigerians, there are complaints that the youth have become docile. But some persons cannot blame the Nigerian youth. You saw what happened during the End Bad Governance protest. You saw what also transpired during the End SARS protest in 2020, when you have the state ammunition deliberately put down to suppress you. And then at this point, people died during the End SARS protest, and life continues. During the End Bad Governance protest, some people were injured, some people were hurt, some people are currently in detention. Who is speaking for them? Life has continued. Some also believe that the political scenario in the country has divided the loyalty of the Nigerian people, that a couple of them, because of their support, are not looking at what is going on with the policy implementation of the government of the day. They're literally looking for every means to divert attention to other things that are not necessary. So do you think the problem is Nigerians and not the supposed leaders who seem not to have any form of empathy to the plight of the people they govern?
Esther, did you remember when Idiagbo and Buhari came as military leaders? Did you witness their regime?
No.
Check how the country was that time.
What year was that?
Oh my God, that was 84 now, 1984, 85.
I wasn't born then.
Before Buhari, before Babangida came smiling. These guys, in fact, they brought discipline to the economy and to the polity. Go and check. The economy was top notch that time. Because, in fact, if there was corruption, nobody even remember. Nobody. A military regime, a military regime. I challenge anybody to call in and tell me that yes, it is not true. But because these guys wanted to bring discipline, some other people didn't like it. Babangida now cashing on it and brought, opened the floodgate of corruption with his smile. And people thought he was doing well. Look at where we are. That is why I have always told you that I don't follow the crowd. Whenever things are too popular, I will sit back and watch. I remember how they embraced Babangida's regime that time because they said the Idiagbo and Buhari were too harsh. They don't allow them to go Owambe party and all that. They brought a lot of discipline into the economy. They didn't like it. They said they must go, they must go. And Babangida saw the complaint and then cashing on it. And started the SAP and all that. The same Babangida, after 8 years, he said he wondered why the economy have not collapsed. Esther. The same Babangida that they were smiling and welcoming. That is Nigeria for you. Most times, you don't even know what they want. You want to bring something that will benefit them. They say no. They say no. They want something that will bring problem upon their head. Like this election that happened. Esther, you remember how I shouted here, don't make this mistake. I shouted. They called me names. They even set up a group that was monitoring themselves all over the place. I was here. I said, don't make this mistake. We suffered under Buhari. Don't do this. They said, no. He's the man that created politics. He knows everything. He knows about this. He did this in Lagos. I said, which Lagos? What did he do in Lagos? The propaganda was heavy. Esther, look at where we are now. No, tell me, because the mantra now is that he is reforming. Everybody that come into, he reforming. Buhari was reforming Nigeria for 8 years. At the end of the day, we didn't see any reform. I don't know how Nigerians just buy things so gullibly. In fact, it annoys me so much. I don't know how to even explain it. You saw that you have been deceived by a political party. In the Western world, Esther, the moment you fail, your party will not get to power again. Is that not true? You will never smell it again. I was wondering, I was asking myself, how did the Nigeria vote APC back to office?
No, Barrister, I don't think it was APC that was voted for. I think it was the person, the president.
Are you serious?
Well, a couple of Nigerians, we go to the streets and ask questions. A couple of them gave their own different purview as to why they voted for the president.
Okay, they voted him because he's a good man or he's a good...
No, they felt like he would replicate what he did in Lagos at the federal level.
God. Esther, hold on.
I'm coming, sir.
What did he do in Lagos?
I'm coming.
Let us
they
start
felt
from there.
He would replicate what he did
in Lagos
at the federal level.
Can you imagine?
They also felt he was probably more educated, more exposed in terms of administration than the previous administration of Muhammadu Buhari, who obviously was oblivious of what was going on in the country. And then a few others did because he was their tribesman. So why don't you agree?
Because in the first place, this propaganda about Lagos. Now, is it not obvious that it was a mere propaganda packaged by Lagos Ibadan Press, who were actually paid? No,
they were paid.
They were paid to do all those things because right now we didn't see anything that Tinubu did in Lagos.
But they said the blueprint.
They said, Esther, do you know that if you bring out a Jakonde today at the Tinubu, people will choose Jakonde? Because the work of Jakande is very obvious all over Lagos. Very obvious. True or false?
True.
So what is that particular thing Tinubu did in Lagos except to tax Lagosians and then collect land all over the place? Is there any other thing? Where are the houses, Tinubu houses, that people can point to? But there's no part of Lagos you cannot see Jakande house. That ameliorated the housing deficit in Lagos.
Well, the renewed Hope housing plan is on.
Can you imagine?
That's part of what his administration intends to achieve.
Really?
To reduce the housing deficit.
True talk, yes. Can you afford those houses? Esther, in this age and time with what Dangote is selling his cement, can you afford those houses? Tell me. You didn't afford a house when they were buying cement at 3,000, 2,000. It is now that it's 10,000 plus. Abi, government will build it and hand it over to you free, and it's having to be Tinubu government. Abi, really? That means you are waiting for Godot. If you are waiting for such a thing, I said, tell me what he did in Lagos. Nobody have been telling me. The so-called Lekki corridor that they opened. Look at what is going on there. It was not even planned. When one small rain drop in Lekki, house owners will vacate their houses and take cover somewhere else. Is that what you call building a town, a city? You mean if they dash you land, a house in Lagos, in Lekki night, Esther, you will take it, Abi? Where they are drinking pool water from their whatever, their underground borehole. No plan or nothing. Yet you are telling me somebody built what? Built what? The people that built Lagos will be annoyed with you people. When if time you continue to say this, the people that built, they will. Jakande will wake up and slap everybody. What are you telling me? You see, people did work and you are giving it to somebody else for what? It's not proper now. What are those things? Those things that are sustainable. Something you can. That is generation upon generation will come and say yes. A man passed through here. Tinubu was all about himself in Lagos State. All about himself. If Dangote did not come and tell you that he bought a particular land for $100 million, would you have known? Who bought it? Who sold it? Where is the money? The person that sold it, is it his land? These are the things that Lagos witness, and you are telling me somebody did. Where is it?
Barrister,
mention one by one what he did in Lagos.
Nigeria recorded an external reserve of $41 billion on 19th of August. This is according to data published today by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Net foreign reserve was $40.3 billion, and that the last time our country recorded such a level of foreign liquidity was in 2021, 44 months ago. So the latest milestone actually, made reference to the fact that we're having a massive inflow from oil sales, that oil prices are sliding southwards, that it's all about the prudent management of the economy by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Are you serious?
So Bayo Onaniger says that he can bet that Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, Nasir Eltufai, Babachir Lawal would never acknowledge this remarkable success, that they are often interested in their doomed campaign to overthrow Bola Tinubu, and he says this obsession has blinded them from recognizing the progress being delivered by President Bola Tinubu's government on multiple fronts.
Hold on, Esther. Are you aware that the World Bank is telling you that Nigeria is the third most indebted country to them? Are you aware? Is that not on record? If you are owing somebody, oh God Almighty, Esther, if you are owing somebody 50 naira, and you made an income of maybe 100 naira, are you going to celebrate that you have made 100 naira? Because half of that money is gone to the debt you are owing. So you are still where you are.
But Barrister, I asked you a very pertinent question.
What was it?
And I said, is it possible that in 4 years something significant can be done?
Yes. Hold on.
So why does it seem like an aberration? Like it's something that is impossible?
Yes, you can lay a foundation because yes, the building of a nation is a continuum. Nobody can come and say, like that car the Japanese built, nothing more to be added.
Barrister, how many months is President Trump?
It's just 2 years, Abi.
President Trump.
Yes, 2 years.
And how much do you know that he's been able to accomplish?
The man who started work that day he was inaugurated.
So why does it seem very daunting that
good.
maybe 200 years is needed?
That day he started deporting people. He didn't even wait from that ground. He started signing it.
So the question is, why does it seem like it's
because here you are not used to progress. When you hear somebody who want to use where is this one coming from? Can it? No, it's not possible. Who are you to say you can? No, something that we cannot do. We have not been able to do since 1960 independence. You say you want to do it now. Who are you? So we are not used to progress here. So when you see somebody who is talking of progress, it looks strange to you. Esther, it looks strange to you. Like the man who is saying it. Yes, he meant it. He can do something in 4 years. He didn't say that he will finish everything.
So why does it seem like something that
because
it's a miracle?
It has never happened.
It's impossible.
It has never happened in Nigeria. So when somebody is saying it, those naysayers will doubt him.
There was something that Chukwuma Soludo said when he was the CBN governor, when they had the mission 2020. He said that he understands the painstaking aspect of probably putting one particular policy in place. He said that there were quite a lot that they were not even able to achieve in his 5 years, supposedly, as CBN governor. He said because there's a lot to decipher and decide for one policy to take root, meaning that you have to do negotiations, you have to satisfy certain persons, there are a couple of bureaucratic consultations and bottlenecks that needs to be met. Is this, and he says before you know, time flies. Is this what he meant by saying it's impossible for anything to be done in 4 years? I
don't think so, because something has happened elsewhere in 2 years. It's on record. So why can't it be replicated here? No, tell me. It's just that we are not used to these things. All this bureaucracy and whatever. It is because it borders on the leadership. The leadership. If you want things to be done, it can be done. That's the truth. But when you now bring red tape, that means you don't want that thing to be done. Like some of the bills in the National Assembly are waiting Tinubu's signature. If you take a day to sign all of them, Esther, will it not help us? Like this electoral reform? No, tell me. But when they throw it into the trash can and pretend as if it doesn't exist because it did not favor them, they forgot that laws are not meant for the people sitting in office now. It is for what? For the future progress of the country. It is those laws that will galvanize development, galvanize institutional reforms and all that.
The president once told us that there was going to be like a confab meeting or conference where Nigerian youth can have a conversation with him and they're able to spell out and reel out all their grievances against the government, and possibly they could synergize and look for a way forward based on whatever resolution comes up from there. We haven't heard anything thereafter from when the president made that utterance or that statement.
There were some youth that we are gathered for.
That was the digital media summit of the presidency. They don't represent Nigerians. They were not there to represent the interests of Nigeria. They were there to talk about how to utilize the digital platform ahead of the president's 2027 campaign. They were not there for anything else.
These are they not youths? The meeting has been conducted. What other meeting are you waiting for? He had told you where he was going.
No, that's not the one that is being meant to be held. We're meant to have a press coverage. Youths from different regions are meant to be represented across the 36 states of the Federation as well. You can't call that particular thing a youth conference. That's not it.
Okay, you mean the youth you are talking about, does it include those from the Southeast?
I don't know.
I'm just asking though, because they have never been included in anything.
No, well, there are some Southeasterners that are supporting this administration, and some of them were actually chosen. Their names were in the list to be there for the summit. But we're talking about a conference, a meeting whereby possibly 3 or 4 days, where there'll be conversations about the misdeeds of governance and how the Nigerian youth feel.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes,
from Obasanjo's national confab.
Obasanjo or Jonathan?
No, Obasanjo did.
Okay.
Where the third time issue came up.
Yes.
And they disbanded it. Good. Then that of Jonathan. Please, I want to ask you a simple question.
Where the Oronsayin report was compiled.
Is there anything these youth are going to talk to Tinubu or discuss with Tinubu that are not on the report of those two confab? Is there anything? You mean those intellectuals that, you know, took part in those conferences, they don't know anything about Nigeria, they don't know the problem of Nigeria. It is these youths, these Gen Zs that are always on social media, are they the one that will now know better than their all the eggheads in those conferences? You can see when somebody just want to play on your intelligence, they will set up a committee that will now look into another committee and another committee. Tinubu have been holding too many of them. We are tired. All these things is creating here and there. It just to delay and divert attention.
Barrister, let's look at the president's ministers and those who work in his cabinet. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot be everywhere. That's the reason why he has persons that he appointed. Are these people not the ones who are meant to be holding to supposed ransom to respond to all of the questions, all of these are needs? We have the Minister of Budget and Economy. We have Wale Edu, we have the CBN governor, we have the Minister of Finance. These are the individuals that are meant to give us a report on what is going on with the economy and address these challenges. They're not communicating. So while we keep on calling the presidents, there are persons who are responsible for the sectors. They are not communicating. Why are we experiencing the vacuum, the porosity, and the stifled economic condition, and nobody is addressing it?
Good. Esther, if you want to succeed, you choose a team that will help you to succeed.
True.
When Obasanjo came on board, he went outside this country to go and look for hands. The Akinwumi Adesina, the Segun Aganga, the Okonji Iweala, or Aroma Ote and Co. You know them. He went outside here. Is that not true? Good. That regime, please, can you say economically Obasanjo was a failure? Can you say that? It's not possible. Go and look at what Nigeria was and what happened after. Now, Jonathan took the same step when he said, Okonji Iweala, please, you be the coordinating minister of the world, the economy, because he knows that that is not his forte. But when a man come into office claiming to know what he does not know, claiming to be what he is not that where the problem is? Look at the team Tinubu choose. Does it show you that this man want to succeed? When Edu, Minister of Finance, Wale Edu was appointed, and that of CBN governor. Esther, could you remember what I told you here? When you were praising them, you were even telling us their background. I said, please,
they've been in the industry. They understand how this arithmetics works.
What sources did they record in their former beat? What sources did they record? Is that not what I was asking you here that they remember very well? When you said I'm always pessimistic, that I said there was no star minister. I didn't see any. Is that not what started the conversation? Now, have I been proven wrong now or not? These two ministers who supposed to be holding the economy, where are they? The CBN governor and that of Minister of Finance, on 4 occasions since they were appointed, the National Assembly have invited them to come and explain certain financial infractions happening under their watch. The one that got me so embarrassed was when they asked this Minister of Finance, yes, the subsidy money, we are aware that yes, it has been, come and tell us how much have we saved, and this our foreign debt, how much are we using to pay it and all that, come and tell us. Immediately that was the man said, no, you cannot discuss that here. We are going to talk about all this is inside. Let's
go to a closed door session.
Up to today, did you hear any reply, Esther? What you keep hearing that governors are collecting too much money. Meanwhile, the debt profile of governors have increased. To tell you that there is a deceit, and no governor want to come out and say what is going on, so that he will not be what? He will not be targeted. How come they are giving you more money? Meanwhile, your debt is increasing. And the president have not checkmated or said, look, this, nobody can come out and tell the whole world what is going on, all because they want to be in the good book of
Barrister Darlington, food is expensive.
Is it today?
There is food, but it's expensive. I was talking about purchasing dairy products.
Of course.
Do you know a sachet of a particular dairy product is now 200 naira? In some instances, 150. Do you know egg is now 250? In some places, they sell it 300 for one egg. So imagine a family of 5 wanting to have protein. You need more than 1,000 naira to buy eggs for each member of the family. Barrister, you can't buy canned fish. There was a day I finished work, I was returning home, I wanted to take noodles. So I wanted to buy the noodles along with canned, even noodles now is now very expensive, okay? And they told me a particular brand is now 2,000 naira. Asked him for what?
And they have reduced the size, so the quality and the size have been, you don't notice it. The quality and the size have reduced. Even milk, tin milk.
I am sure that
what they put there is just ordinary water. Barrister, then they color it with white.
I am sure that shop owner is listening to me. The day he told me, I said, please, what are the other brands that you have? I don't necessarily have to take this one. Should be na fish.
Okay.
It's the same fish.
They reduce the quality and
there
the size.
Are other brands though that are between 1,000, 1,200, but it may not be as, in terms of like the brand that you're used to
quality,
buying or quality.
Yes. It's just chaff.
They're not necessarily chaff. It's fish, but it's the taste is what is different. There are brands of 1,200, 1,000, but the thing is, canned fish used to be between 200, 250, 300. You can buy like 3 or 4 and prepare your noodles and enjoy. It seems like these items are now luxurious. We no longer have the average class. And nobody is addressing. The problem, Barrister Darlington, is that they are not addressing these issues. There is a need that needs to be addressed.
Because propaganda is out there. There are people have been brainwashed into believing what is not.
You think they are brainwashed, or you think it's all about he is my tribesman?
No, brainwashed. Because when they drop crumbs on the table and you pick it, you will go and give thanksgiving. Esther, okay. That is what is going on. When they drop crumbs on the table for that day, they say, I'm even lucky today.
Okay, Barrister, before we open the phone lines, if this is how some Nigerians feel about the current economic situation, and they intend to ensure that their voices will resonate in 2027 at the polls, I think a couple of them are just waiting for the polls where they know they have their right to exercise their franchise. Do you think the opposition is helping matters? What is the alternative to what we have now?
Esther,
what is the alternative that is stronger and that's preferable to what we have now?
The survival rate of the opposition is very narrow now. I'm not joking. Because even the opposition, some gullible members of the opposition have been bought with money. Esther, bought with money. That's just the simple truth. They bought because the money is there. This 210 trillion naira they are looking for in NNPC. Esther, if you bring out 10 trillion naira, you can buy the entire Nigerian vote. True or false? No, tell me I'm lying. If you bring out 10 trillion out of this money, you can buy from street to street, from village to village. You will buy the entire vote. So what are you telling me here? It is possible. The only thing the opposition is just they don't want EFCC. So instead of EFCC to embarrass me, let me go to where the grass is greener. That's just the simple truth. They are not running to APC or Tinubu because they are doing fantastic job. No, it's all about what they want to enjoy the largesse. And the thing is freely flowing. That is why inflation and corruption is rising on daily basis. The money is being spread right, left, and center. All you need to do, join a particular group that is linked to the center, where they will now channel funds to you people. And that's all. That's how they shared it. Get in touch or get link to a group that have a link in Aso Rock. Oton, you are made. And so when others are complaining, you say, don't worry, things will be okay. Tinubu is working on something very good. Just don't worry. Let him enter second term. You will see. When somebody start talking like, go and check. something has happened to his bank account. That's it.
Darlington, let's take some phone calls, okay? It's 80 minutes gone past of 8 o'clock. Please, when you call, we just take 60 seconds. Please do not slander, do not defame, do not abuse anybody, and focus on the conversations that we have had. Either you contribute or you give us more in-depth information to what you know. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. The WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. 0817-1756-338. That's the WhatsApp number to send your messages to. Hello, good evening, welcome. How are you?
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I salute you, Barrister Darling.
What's your name, sir?
Mr. Tika from Michelle.
All right, Mr. Chika, go ahead.
Yeah, what Barrister Darling is the truth. It's a truth. Very, very unfortunate. The situation we are now. The opposition, I don't see the opposition again. They have brought all of them over.
Oh.
However, because the only thing we're looking for is somebody like Kobe can get a platform. I know people they must decide they are right. I know that the one that happened 2023, they manipulated it, but I know that also that it cannot happen like this time around. The only thing I want to ask you about that, let them put so many measures in place and the sensitizing people, the remarks of the people now on what to do 2027. If what happened to 2023 happen again, what are we going to do? Instead of be serious about it, please. You people are the people we are looking up to. Somebody like you, I respect you. What you are saying is the truth. Please, let us forget about sentiment. Let us forget about tribalism. I'm telling everybody. It's telling everybody. Just tell us. You people should be thinking. Tell us how we are going to do it. If that what happened to 2023 happen again, what are we going to do?
Thank you very much. Thank
nobody
you.
use our appendix again.
So, you know that registration has commenced, online registration. Please go and register to get your PVCs. For some of you who tore your PVCs in 2023, just because you were not happy with the outcome, please go and register. It's very, very important. And if you don't know how to go about it digitally, please, you can actually go physically to the local government for, one-on-one on how they will put you through the process of getting yourself registered. So start now and don't go when it's in a hurry. Don't worry. Hello, how are you? Good evening. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
Thank you very much. This is Malam Bello Usman. I am calling you from Woodhill, Kano State.
Wow, Kano. So you're in Kano today?
Alhamdulillah, fine. Thank you very much.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
See, let me tell you. Tinubu government has failed, and it will continue to fail. If you like, if Tinubu life president, they have nothing to offer. And like here, I have to be honest with you. In the history of this country, Tinubu government has appointed more than any other government in the history of this country. And the government, no successful government has ever failed as the government of this current administration, despite the fact that it has the numbers of ministers, the numbers of appointees here and there. The government has failed woefully. And let me tell you, your guest is talking about the 3 trillion or how much that NSC has been asking for the money, that the money will be used for election, to buy election or whatever. We are waiting for that money to be given. We will collect it and we will use that money to work against them. We will collect it. It's money, of course. We will collect that money and we will vote them out. We don't even want to hear that party, ADC, name here in Kano, inshallah, because the party has brought Nigeria back to 250 years ago, of which we are like a slave in this country. We are like refugees. So which sensible Nigerian will see this kind of nonsense? And also, what happened in Lagos State 2023 general election? We are all aware. If you remember, the intimidation of the voters, if you are not from here, if you are not voting for the candidates of their choice, you are their target. We are going to reciprocate the same thing here, inshallah, come 2027. You must vote for for a party of our choice also. If not, we'll do it the way we did in Lagos because nobody has been falling for that. Whatever that is good for Lagos is also good here also. Thank you very much. And God bless you.
Esther.
Hello. Hello, good evening.
Did you hear what I said the other time? Oh,
hello.
Yes, it will go around the whole Nigeria.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello?
Yes, good evening. Sorry for keeping you. I didn't want you to cut the call.
Brother.
Welcome.
Yeah, Esther, good afternoon. I'm Barrister Darrington.
Good evening,
Well
sir.
done,
Your name, sir,
Sorry
please.
for-
Where are you calling
sorry
us
for
from?
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago guy.
All right, so it's afternoon there then.
Your voice precedes your name. Well done.
Oh, okay, thank you. Barrister Darrington, you
Yeah.
made me happy today.
Are you
to
serious?
remember me the days of Tunde Idiabo and Buhari.
I'm telling you.
The war against indiscipline.
Indiscipline.
Esther is quite unfortunate he did not witness it.
She just
He
came
cannot
yesterday
drop
now.
pure water on the street. He cannot. Who are you?
I'm telling you.
Like that time I know Nigeria was disciplined.
Ah,
He can't do that.
my brother.
Honestly, that regime taught Nigeria a lesson. Nigeria can be so humble. We are all
I'm
humbled.
telling you. You leave
I'm
money.
be honest to you.
You come back and pick it.
But look at what is happening today. You can't witness it in the other regime. And that's why it did not last.
Abi?
Because our people hate good things.
I'm telling you.
I'll be honest to you. On wike, take it to the bank. Wike is there for election. After election, the first news, what's it called? Our president, if he wins, Tinubu wins, he will sack Wike immediately.
I'm telling you.
Are you sure?
No, you
And
not,
yes, will capture him. He just left him there. You know, Tinubu don't like people to overshadow him.
I'm telling you.
All these things Wike is hearing, Tinubu is hearing with his men. Do you think they are happy?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the one that went to Abuja, the land in Abuja. Do you think Tinubu is happy?
He cannot. Oh.
But he knows Wike as a dangerous animal.
Eh?
That he knows Wike as a very dangerous animal. That
Don't
Wike
call. Please don't call
turn things
anybody
around for
names
him.
here. Please don't
That's
call
why I
anybody
kept
names.
him there. You know, so what I'm saying that if Nigeria need to make a way ahead, all the opposition must come together.
Exactly.
If they scatter themselves, will be this side. I think with this side it can never work. They will never get it, and that's the best way to change Nigeria. Let's try another new hand. This one, if you enter the second tenor, my brother. I don't think you might be coming 2 days because the economic will hit your pocket.
Thank
Maybe
you very much.
Once.
Thank you. Hello, good evening. How are you?
This is Obina from Ikosun calling.
Obina, welcome. Please go ahead.
Yeah. 2015, where APC win the election, say PDP corrupt. That is why many Nigerians follow them and vote for them. They say PDP no build refinery. Up till today, we no see refinery. The corruption, they promise us they are going to fight and destroy corruption in Nigeria. Today, corruption increase. So many Nigerians are not happy, including me, that he vote for them. So the bread that I'm buying in 2015 for 300 naira today is 2,000 naira.
Bread is 121518.
You say what?
Bread is now from 121518. That's a sliced bread.
The particular one that I used to buy then, 300, is now 2,000 naira.
Wow.
Check the price of bread, rice then, 7,000. The best price for market then is 10,000 naira. So what are they going to tell common Nigerians in 2027? They don't have a say. So many Nigerians are not happy for what is going on today in Nigeria. That is my own opinion.
Thank you very much for calling, okay? Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, Batex.
Batex, location, please.
Yeah, better.
All right, Batex, please go ahead.
Barrister Darlington, good evening.
Good evening, Bates. How are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm okay.
Yeah, Esther.
Sir?
Wike is buying a house of $2 million in US. And Barrister Darlington have converted the dollars. It's about 3.1 billion naira.
Yeah.
Only one in one country. If you check other countries, we see how many. Why people are dying for hunger. Esther, this evening, in front of my shop, one man carried 2 loaves of bread. He bought it from a Jendor supermarket.
Okay.
Because the landlord was here, I saw Jendor. So as the man was going, I see 2 men following him, following the man that carrying bread. They were begging this man, Oga, you buy 2 loaves of bread. Please give us one. Esther, could you imagine? I was just looking like this. I said, they were begging the man, please, Oga, give us 1 loaf. Then he take 1 loaf, please. The man was telling them, do you know how many we are in my house?
Barrister, it's not funny.
Esther, I don't know what is happening. One man visited me. That was on Monday.
Oh my God.
He said that after we discussed finish, he was going. He said, I wish I was still 200 naira now to buy gari to soak for that night. I said, 200 naira gari. Are they going to measure it for you? He said you have been buying it. Oh, Esther, how kidney no go fail? This man is buying a dialysis machine for people. Esther, look at what is going on. Look at what is happening. All these type of things. The one I think at times I will say, and everybody just keeping silent. And this there will propaganda everywhere. I don't know what is. I don't in short. All these people say, I don't know. At times I will look and say, this super they human being at all. Esther, I told you on Monday that I bought 2 tubers of yam for 16,000 naira. 2 tubers of yam.
8,000, yeah, 8,000 for one.
Oh, Esther, we are finished. If this man take over 2027, in short, we are finished. Yeah. But I pray to God that it will not happen. Esther, have a very good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you
Esther,
for calling,
those
sir.
people that said the Igbo should not vote in Lagos, I'm not hearing their name.
They are working. They are working. They don't have to speak. They are working already. They're not talking.
Oh my God.
Hello, they are not talking, but they're already doing. They're implementing it. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Oh my God.
Good evening, sir.
This is Mazi. I'm calling
for lack of knowledge.
All right, Mazi, go ahead, sir.
Esther, I greet you. I greet Barrister Darlington.
Thank you very much, Mazi.
Look, I tell you one thing. We pay me most for this Oga Tinubu. See, the fish when they dash us, when you buy a fish of Pala of 200 or 250, they will find the smallest one. Will be like the last finger give you. When you let you chop first and first. That small one now is 200. That the smallest is 200. Palau, nobody is going to fish side now. Nobody they go to.
Wait, the pala you're referring to, is it that roasted one that is round?
Yes,
Abby, that round one.
No, Pala doesn't need to be round though.
No, there's a roasted one, the one that they roast.
Pala now.
It's Pala, they will roll it. They will use stick and hold it.
Somebody tell you now, say why our kidney no go break down? no fish, no egg, no milk, nothing. My brother, person go waka from morning till night. I'm a blind man. I don't know. In fact, I don't know how I feed my children. When I tell you now, it's not by God, it's by human being. People help. If I open my mouth and begin to talk, it will look as if I'm just wicked. Let me complain to you before I go.
We need to take other calls. Okay, please. Sorry, no vex. We have limited. There's a lot of calls. People are complaining that we didn't take their calls. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Good evening, Barrister Darlington.
Well done, my brother.
It's Lambert calling from Orile.
Lambert, welcome. Please go ahead.
Yes. You see, the other time, the Falcons won a cup, we all of us were jubilating.
Yes.
Again, Afro Basket, our team won Afro Basket,
yes.
We were jubilating.
Yeah. Yes.
And also it is all about teamwork, Abi.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this regime, from top to bottom, from president to the last person in his administration, if they are a team and they are to meet another team in another country, do you think they can win?
They can't do.
Hello?
They can't.
We're listening, sir.
If they have,
They can't,
if they can win, Nigeria would have changed.
No, they cannot win.
They cannot win.
So that is the situation of Nigeria. You see, everything they are doing is deliberate. They intend to keep us down. And let me tell you again, we are talking of 2027. Some people will say it is between Nigerians and APC or whatever. They are wrong. Why they are wrong is that INEC is a branch of APC and they are Nigerians. The army are Nigerians.
Okay.
The police are
Thank you very
Nigerians.
much.
And all of them are set to work for him.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening. Hello,
good evening. I can hear you, sir. Welcome.
Hello.
I can hear you, sir. Welcome.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you. What's your name? Wow.
We are hearing you.
Okay, kindly call us back so we can take more
And
calls.
it's very clear.
No, he's calling via WhatsApp. You should call the normal call. Hello, good evening. How are you? What's your name, sir? Good evening.
I'm DC from Surulere.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Mr. Darlington, God bless you.
Well done, sir.
It's belong that you are telling us truth. Me, I dey for your back. Since. But I still pray by 2027. May God give us wisdom, make we wise, so that we can become one to pursue this man, come up for that position. I'm in Lagos. That 1999. See, when we leave Lagos, when this man come up for Lagos, only thing that we achieve is that landlord gain lot of money for their house. So all those things that we are seeing now is all those fashola and body, they are the one that do something from that 1999. So this man not do anything. I see in Lagos like this. So I'm Yoruba. So I'm praying for Nigeria to open their eyes, make all the political party to join, become one. Okay. So that by that time, the rigging will not be easy for them to rig.
Okay.
But if we divide, it not be easy. If we divide, it not be easy. But when we join hands together, it will not be easy for them. That's the only thing I know. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you very much. So I'm going to take a few messages and then come back to the calls, okay? So we balance it. Good evening, the anchor. Engineer Ainde Morif contributing from Orisumi Bari. I totally align my thoughts with that of Governor Soludo. He's a man that works his onion. There's absolutely nothing appreciable that can be achieved in 4 years, really. It takes time for any policy or program to take firm roots. As an engineer and from a hindsight of project implementation and administration, it takes time to deliver a project to fruition. In fact, I pity Obi the way people and himself are hyping Obi as if he has any magic wand to solve all Nigerians' problems in a day. If he's a superman, immediately he gets to power, all Nigeria's challenges and issues will just come to an end. Then how I wish Obi gets to that power, his relentless seeking, and see him solve all our problems in a day, as his obedience and himself are making us believe. Esther, stop asking Darlington questions about Tinubu. We already know his answer to be readily be in the negative. How can somebody in his right mind say Tinubu did nothing in Lagos while he was in power? Even the womb knew Tinubu brought in place all the ideas keeping Lagos growing today. But how can he have a sight and see the good Tinubu did in Lagos when he has all along been PDP, ADC, OB, and Atiku sympathizer? Also, ask that your Abuki, speaking of that voting power he possesses in Kano, to stop Tinubu from securing second term, while he and his people didn't use it in other states to stop APC from winning majority of seats in the recently conducted by-elections. It is a great disillusionment by 2027 for anybody to think or insinuate there's no people. A lot of people who love Tinubu, despite some handful of some people blackmailing and painting him black hair. Some of them will receive the shock of their lives. The only thing is that by then they will be singing their usual song, It's Rigging.
Good. Esther, let me ask that man. How come Tinubu has become the richest governor in Lagos State? other governors that pass through this state, why are they not as rich as Tinubu?
Good evening.
So if you say that Tinubu, the idea of Tinubu is what is keeping Lagos, that means you don't even know what you are doing. That means you don't have a thinking faculty for you to say that.
Esther, good evening, and Barrister Darlington. No be small thing, no. Do you know that people trek half of their destination? I have a trekking group along Ikotun Ejigbo axis. Also, those from inland. Peter from Ejigbo. Are you referring to inland or mainland? Okay, Esther, answer me, please. Are you Minister of Defense in Tinubu's government? Please listen to Baba Darlington. I cover you with the blood of Jesus. God is your strength. Amen. From Baba Adoga. Well done, ma. Esther, good evening. I greet everyone in the studio as well. I'm Comrade Engineer Olasukomi Adefuye, also known as Mr. Lasso from Ijesha Tedo Mushi. Esther, just be our referee and let Mr. Barrister Darlington and all the Nigerians watch second half in 2027 after the first half, likely to have penalty at the end of this. Good night. I don't understand this proverb. I'm telling you. Nigerians should wake up and be united. We stand divided, we'll fall. Let's kick out APC government come 2027. Larry PJ from Michigan. All right. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. Let's plan towards electoral reform so that our votes will be counted. Furthermore, some people will be saying Tinubu built Lagos. Who told you that? He destroyed Lagos. Before Agbero were always inside motor park or garage to collect their money after a particular bus had loaded passengers. Immediately he took power in Lagos. He promoted the Agbero boys, and now Agbero are now richer than professors. Now Agbero are everywhere, distributing the peace of the innocent citizens. Barrister Darlington, I'm enjoying you for from Ajasa Command.
And somebody called me and was asking me, what did I say?
Esther, my problem with Peter B is that the man talks too much. You haven't gotten to a position and you are making promises. People would go back to some of the things you have said in the past and use it against you. I think he needs a sensible advisor and a social media manager. Don't promise when you can't predict tomorrow, especially when you live in an uncertain society. Again, you don't need a prophet to tell you that the relationship between Wike and Tinubu is seasonal, and like a movie, it would end in disaster. How soon it would happen is another matter. See, I have written about Tinubu since 2012 that if Nigerians make the mistake of voting him, they would regret it. Anyone who believes the joke that Tinubu built Lagos is either a JJC or a gullible person. The first time I had and seen anyone who is so addicted and desperate to tax people is Tinubu. So who is so gullible to think he wouldn't replicate same as President Tay? For those saying 4 years is not enough should know that the Constitution says 4 years for a president or governor, not 8 years. John from Ijaniki, Esther, tell that fake engineer if 4 years is not enough, why does the Constitution say 4 years, not 8 years? Exactly. You should go and sit down. John from Ijaniki. All right, good evening, VOP. Good evening, Esther and Barrister Darlington. My name is Peace from Igondo. The only solution to all that the country is facing is to choose a good leader that will help tackle the bad economy, insecurity, and so forth. Good evening, VOP. Nothing will happen. This is Nigeria, where immunity clause is the mother of all in this kingdom. Tinubu will come back. Nigerians are very, very afraid of the military. Xing Hong from Chicago University. Okay. Madam Esther, please tell me 5 projects of Tinubu in Lagos as governor. Imagine ministers that earn less than ₦1 million buying such a property in USA. Adams from AJ City. A very good evening to you, Esther Machuku. Keep up the good work. What is your age, please? It's between... Okay. Okay. What's your name? You didn't put your name. You didn't put your name.
Let me tell them. You are still a small girl harassing me here.
Where is that? What do you mean? My greetings to you and your guest. I see a lot of hard work in both of you. Please keep it up. Fake is very common to present in government, and we'll watch this go on and on. Many say we don't have competent people in government, and we're beginning to see it every day. Must we continue like this? Our laws are not working. Fulani headsmen are not above the law. Mr. Common Sense. Esther, good evening. My name is Ekele from Agege. If Tinubu rigs election again in this 2027, Ekene, nothing will happen.
Leave that one.
I'll just tell you.
The one way past, the way they read, what do you do?
Ekene, it's between me and you. Nothing is gonna happen. Hi, Esther. Esther, greetings to you all. In 1984, it was late Abiola MKO and some other rich people that used Babangida to overthrow Buhari Idi Agbon's regime for being too tough. Masses will normally complain in vain each time, but the cabals decide which way. Are masses not crying since 2020? What has happened? Nothing. Only health issue can remove President Tinubu of today. Regionalism, I want to, and Benga Ola from Fadei. All right, Benga, well done. Good evening, Esther. Good evening to you. Esther, what are they going to campaign with in 2027 as their achievement? I would have preferred Jonathan to be on the ballot come 2027 because Jonathan has what it takes to defeat them when it comes to achievements and antecedents, but we need a different mindset entirely. God bless you all for your good works. Okechukwu from Okeafa. Well done, Okechukwu. Good evening, Esther. Fine girl, thank you. And Mr. Darlington, well done, brother. Can you help me with INEC online registration link? Charles from Ifa Koijai Ogba. Okay, Charles, I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. I'll send it to you on this WhatsApp number, okay? Good evening, Esther and Barrister. I want to say it is if Nigeria misses it again in 2027, we should forget about a better Nigeria. Nigerians are dying and someone is buying mansion worth billions of dollars. From Pato at Okokomaiko. Well done, Pato. Good evening, VOP. Concerning insecurity, everybody should wake up as we find the people fighting us. We can see that Nigerian government are part of the people killing us. People, because of the plans come 2027. Please, when you send your messages, kindly write your name, okay? Thank you. Okay, Augusta from Ejigbo says, good evening, Esther, and my brother in the studio. Una, well done, oh. Esther, frankly, hunger and hardship is too much in this country. Just imagine that I'm a granite seller, not even that I'm selling it in large quantity, just sometimes 2 or 1 pint of granite. Can you believe that? Times without number, people, even healthy guys, were coming to me for help. I will look at myself, that is, and say I am the one who even needs help from you people, and you people are coming to me for help. But without minding that my own condition, the way it is, I do help as little as I can. Sha, God will help us. Augusta, well done, and God bless you. Esther, good evening. Tinubu don't share the money. 2027 will collect his vote, and he will vote it out. You know, put your name. Make una dey write your name, I beg. Good evening to the guests, Barrister Darlington and Miss Esther Wachuku. By the grace of God, a day will come when a just and accountable government will rise, one that will recover all the ill-gotten wealth and properties accumulated by corrupt politicians. It is deeply disheartening that while millions of Nigerians live in poverty, many of our leaders continue to acquire luxurious mansions, both abroad and at home. It is a national disgrace. This country is clearly not functioning as it should. Small, medium-sized enterprises are collapsing under the burden of erratic power supply and the ever-increasing cost of doing business. The cost of living is unbearable and hardship everywhere. Our streets are filled with unemployed youth, many turning to crime, while betting shops overflow with wasted potential. Nigeria has not failed due to a lack of resources. It has failed because of bad leadership. As for the presidency, there is no true reform taking place. What we're witnessing is simply a more organized way of looting. Emmanuel from Lagos. Wow, Emmanuel, that was quite deep. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello? Hello, good evening. Welcome.
My name is Shola.
Shola,
hope you can hear me.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, yeah.
Go ahead.
Shola from Uganda. Pastor Darlington, I greet you. Okay, you are mentioning about just reference. Under Buhari then, it was Idi Agbon was the one that was the backbone. By the way, we all know truly that there was discipline in Nigeria. We dare not to relate by the outside. Now, coming to the present stealing and looting by these people in government.
Yeah.
See, Esther, this country, let me tell you something. Let's just call it spade a spade. There's a saying that the people deserve the kind of leadership they have. Nigerians are complex. And what we have failed to realize again is that, see, leaving aside, the truth is that the kind of stealing now is more established under Tinubu. You understand? It's more pronounced, and they are doing it with impunity.
Yes.
Based on even what Farotimi said.
Yes.
Yes. You know, it is just a confirmation, but there are some Nigerians, due to their docility, you know, they are just like, well, we don't want to die. And there are some, due to their ethnic sentiments, and some, like Pastor Darlington said, some are brainwashed. The only thing that will save this country, let me tell you, is a form of revolution. You know what I say revolution? I mentioned it yesterday. See, there are revolutionaries. There are people that will come and change and sanitize the system. Even the articles that some people are advocating for. Let me tell you, these people don't overwhelm. What are their interests? Atiku is not a nationalist. If he's not campaigning, where is he? He's always in Dubai. He will just continue from where Tinubu stopped. So, but the people that can salvage this country, let me just mention like 2 or 3 before I round up.
Okay.
People like Ibi, people like Oshibajo. Look what that man did within 3 months.
That he was allowed to be
was ill.
in charge, yes.
Look at the effort he took. For somebody to not tell me that within 4 years, something can happen. I can tell you within 4 years, the president can come in and set a tone, you understand, and leave a legacy where other people can build on. Once you come in, you build the institutions, you make them, you make sure that they are sanitized, the other people will sit up, and Nigerians will experience a good government. You understand? So for somebody to tell me it's not possible, it's very possible. People like this man of African Development Bank, what's his name? Is it
Akinwumi? Yes.
We have many of them. The Pasutoni, even this man, the revolutionary, what's his name? Sure. I voted for him before. The only thing is that I see that he can be extravagant in a way. But these are people that can do things right. But you see all those politicians, all those Eltufai, all those coalitions, my brother, my sister, we are going to go back to Egypt. We are going to keep merry-go-rounding until there's a kind of revolution, either from some group of revolutionaries or Nigerians as a people. When we decide to come together, those that have been sentimental before, now they are trying to make power. If the election comes again now, let people go and register. Go and register. Not like last time, 90 million people registered, only 20 million people voted.
Yeah.
If there are 90 million people that registered and voted and stand by their votes, and let the Yoruba defend the Igbo and say the Igbo must stand and vote. How many are those counts? Until then, this is a form of revolution. This country will never change.
Thank
I hope I pass across a message.
You have. Thank you, Shola. Thank you so much. Barrister, but seriously though, why is Yemi Oshibajo not being considered?
Look, Esther, you don't get it. Even there are some people from the southwest that I'm expecting to throw in but they cannot.
Why?
You want to challenge the Tinubu? Hey, God Almighty. Esther, even the elders will ask you, why do you want to betray your brother? Don't you know that your brother is on the throne? You heard what they said the other time. That because Tinubu is on the throne, they must.
Good evening, ma. Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening. My name is Blessing. I'm calling from Banana Island. But you said to good evening, sir.
Good evening, Blessing.
Blessing, welcome.
We love you. Don't mind Esther. The APC woman leader with that. No mind now. She's attractive for that. But you said we love you and we are praying for you. Nothing will happen to you. Thank you.
Blessing.
Esther, did you hear that?
That's all she called to say.
All the way from Banana Island.
Blessing, She's hello, good evening.
Well done, ma.
Thank you, sir. Is this Mr. Truth from the town of Injustice?
You are very absolutely correct.
All right, sir.
Mr. Truth.
Go ahead, sir.
Greetings to my prophet, my brother, Barrister Darlington.
Greetings to you too.
I'll ask for your service tomorrow. One, to help me challenge the network commission. They increased the network tariff and the phone is not working. So you help me to challenge how to go about it. And the NEPA people, those are the 2 people giving me issues. Then, back to what you are saying, this country. There is no righteousness, and the Bible says righteousness exalts a nation. From the top to the last man in the council, no righteousness. All the institutions we are having in this country, none of them is speaking the truth or saying the truth. That's why we will continue facing problem. The problem we are in now is the INEC and the judiciary. Unless there is electoral reform, nowhere in 2027, no. Unless the people who are in the authority, our masses, our whatever they call them, stand up firm that there should be electoral reform so that our votes can be counted. That's the main problem. INEC, I'm afraid of them, and the judiciary. Lastly, They want to increase the salary of these politicians, these armed pen robbers. What of the teachers who trained everybody? Teachers, I learned that the ASO will soon go on strike.
Yeah.
As a doctor, a teacher trained you. As an engineer, the teachers in particular, they should take care of the teachers, the doctors, etc., not the politicians.
All right, Mr.
They have enough already.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, 08036929933. Hello. Wow, I've always told you, turn off your radio. 08036929933. Hello.
Hello, Esther. Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Obi.
Obi.
I'm calling from Agro.
All right, Obi, please go ahead.
Good evening. I just want to thank you for the good work you are doing, you and the Barrister Darlington.
Thank you.
God will continue to bless you people. I told you that I'm first-time caller yesterday. I've been trying since last year. So I'm happy that I've got people. So God will continue to bless you.
Thank
and
you.
Mr. Barrister Darlington.
Thank you, Obi. Amen. Amen. Bye-bye.
For me.
Okay, Barrister, say hello now. You kept quiet.
Hello, my dear. Well done. No. Keep
Thank you,
calling.
Obi.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Obi. Thank you for calling. 08036929933. Okay. Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Turn down your okay, very good. Yes, sir. What's your name?
My name is Ikechukwu. I'm calling from Ikoton.
All right, Ikechukwu from Ikoton. Please go ahead, sir.
Barrister Darlington, good evening. I'm Makinde. You're doing well, sir.
All right.
Esther, I want to say something first.
Okay.
Have you realized that the cows, the malus, have returned back to the street? First thing first.
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
You are taking note of this,
yeah,
are you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You now know that they no longer complain about Fulani men and Fulani migrants anymore. The tension has reduced. You know that. Good. Now, there is something people are failing to realize. We're talking about the Fulani men. Nobody is talking about the migrants coming in from Cotonou. Those who are the present day settlers of who claim they are the owner of Lagos and Abeokuta. Have you taken note of this? Now, these are the people who are actually destroying Nigeria. Yes. They will make the noise and turn the people head upside down while they begin to dominate more than the Fulani people. Yes. But the aborigines of Nigerians are not realizing this. That Nigeria has now become the present day Moab and Canaan land taken over by the Israelites. That is just what I want to pass now, so that the rest, everybody can use their brain to calculate and know the real troublers of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ambassador Philippus Solo, how are you?
I'm all right.
Welcome.
Yeah.
How do we make money?
Yeah, I just enjoy what Barrister has been saying, you know. But we have to make money.
Yeah, exactly.
We have to seriously make money in Nigeria. You know, like I used to say all the time,
to keep body and soul together.
Seriously.
Is it now?
If everybody in Nigeria is having enough money for himself, I think
they don't go say
no complaint. All right. So that's the reason why this particular weekend, this Saturday, is very, very important for anybody listening to this beautiful station. All right. You need to find a way to make money even while you sleep. This is on a serious note. And because of this, we are organizing Lagos Business Summit and training this Saturday. So all road leads to Ikeja. You might be asking me, what are you people going to teach us or show us how to make the money? Let me start with what you have in your hand. Look, it's time we end poverty. And it's very simple. With what you have in your hand. And that is the mobile phone. You might say, what? Yes. The mobile phone you have in your hand has all it takes to change your life financially.
Interesting.
But the problem is that most people don't know what to do, how to do it, and where to do it, and where to go.
Please, Ambassador, educate me. My phone is up. How do I make my money?
All right. I will show you. There are a lot of applications on your phone that can help you become the manager, the CEO of your own money. We are not talking about you giving money to companies and you don't know what they do with it, and tomorrow you start crying. We teach you, show you how to help yourself with those applications on your phone to help you do business by yourself.
Okay, I was thinking maybe Esther will sell her phone to me.
No. So there is a need for you listening to us right now to understand that the mobile phone in your hand, whether it's a smartphone or big phone or Android phone, can help you to change your life financially. And that's why this training is very, very important for you to be there. But know what? Those applications are not for free anyway, because we're not the one that built it. We have the knowledge. We just need to pass the knowledge down to you. But the applications, you'll be paying for it. Some of the applications can start with 25,000, 50, 100, 200, 500, 1 million, depending on how much you want to make in a day, in a week, in a month. You are the one to determine how much you make. Because after teaching you and showing you, and you get the apps for yourself, you decide what to do with it. All our own is to show you, teach you, hold you by the hand. You might say, oh, I don't know how to go about these things on the phone. I said to you, as long as you know how to, send a text, receive a message, you reply, you can be able to do it. You don't need to be a tech guru. So do you really need to make money, or do you want to make money this particular year? You remain few months for the year to end. And some of us have financial goals. Have you met with the financial goals? This is an opportunity for you. Okay, this Saturday is very important. All road leads to Ikeja. It's in Ikeja this event will be happening. And we just need serious-minded people, mature people who wants to change their life financially, so that you don't spend your time, your energy coming and then you waste our own time. So we want serious people who wants to change their life from day one as they come for this event. The training is free, but business is never free. So just know that after teaching you, you need money to start off whatever you need to start off. So we will say to you, if you really this year want to have multiple streams of income to your own pocket, it doesn't matter whether you are a student or a government worker or a businessman. So we would like you to text to us so that we can reserve your seat. We don't have much time here, but the training will be taking place on Saturday by 11 at the door. Text to us on this number 080 58 57 9045. Just text to us, yes, reserve my seat, on 080 58 57 9045. 080 58 57 9045.
Thank you, Ambassador Philip Osono, for coming in here and giving us an alternative to making money. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are not really done, but Ambassador Philip Osono just wanted to enlighten us as we're complaining, so we can have an option and an alternative to how we can survive. So I do hope that you get yourself oriented with what Ambassador Philip Osono is proposing. Barrister Darlington, what advice? We always say that they're not listening. Trust me, by next week you hear something has come up. What advice would you give?
Esther, we never give advice, Rich. Like these travels, have we not told you to sit at home?
He's a chief marketing officer of the country.
No, please. The last time I checked, whenever you want to market a product, you use somebody with a good image.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying? Like if you see somebody who was sacked from a company for stealing and all that, and then he goes to another company and they now make him or her a marketing officer, and you see that person, what impression will come to your mind?
Hmm.
So when you are marketing, it must be somebody with a good image.
Okay, like Pastor Darlington, if you person say all the politicians leaving their party to another party simply is because their organ moved, you refer to a couple of them as mental slaves and have lost themselves an essence of existence. For example, this person, his name is Chiedri from Ogun State. He said Akwa Ibom the governor announced today that he pays each PA and SA not less than 1 million naira monthly, and yet the constituency they came from are complaining. How you see them?
Look, it is left for you people. Look, all this thing that we are talking now, Esther, please, you see, human beings are very complex. That was why, I think in Genesis 6 or so, God said that he regretted creating man after seeing the heart of man. Human beings are very complex because up to tomorrow, at times I used to sit in my house, in my own private, we ask, come, you mean Nigerians voted APC into power? You mean Nigerians are supporting APC with all they have gone through? You see where they will be writing on social media, Esther. Social media defending Tinubu, cursing anybody who criticize him. And I ask myself, is this same Nigeria that I am talking about, that I'm speaking about, that I'm defending, that I'm fighting for their rights? At times you just get embarrassed. You don't even know where to start. I'm telling you, because ordinarily we don't even need to talk. What you are feeling, I am feeling it. So why is it that when I'm complaining, you are celebrating and thinking I don't understand. Are you protecting Tinubu in Abuja? Does he know you?
All right.
Does he know you?
Marisa Darlington, thank you so much.
In fact, I don't know.
Chris from Ikoton says, Esther, I'm happy to hear from Auntie Blessing from Bamana Island in VOP. God bless her. My name is Chris from Ikoton. Esther Wachiko, good evening. Nigeria don't enter one chance. This is from Fred. Esther, good evening. First, you will have to answer to me in court for failing to start based on the recently concluded election. It's evident that no indigene will be allowed to cast their vote in 2027. Esther, please send the link on how to register. From Ogun State. Okay, very easy. I think it's www.inexcvr.ng, but I'll send it to you on WhatsApp as well, so you can go and register online. And you can also go to the local government close to you. I think they've begun the physical registration by now, because Mahmoud actually said that after a week of the online registration open, you can actually go and do that physically. This, you're asking for the links. Okay, all right, we'll send you the link. Just check your WhatsApp. Okay, I will send you the link. All right. Okay, this one is for Barrister Darlington.
What does it say?
It's a long message.
Yeah, what does he say?
You read it after the program. We'll read it when we're done. It's long. We'll run out of time. Most of them are asking for the link. Okay, I'll send you all the link. Okay, just be patient. I will send you all the link. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done with the program this evening. I sincerely appreciate you all calling and sending your messages.
Esther, please, before you close, let me advise the government so that tomorrow they will not say we will not say.
Do you want what you advise now?
No, it's not enough to shut down social media. As they say, 13 million people have been.
Yes.
Let it not be selective.
Okay.
Or maybe obedient people are not that. You just say they should not talk again. You close them down. Okay. You are calling for revolution, because if you don't allow people to talk, they will use their foot to talk.
All right.
Go and check history.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good night. Have yourself an amazing evening. I'll definitely be seeing you right here tomorrow. We intend to have quite an intellectually edifying conversation as well on the Evening Rush. Join us on all our programs, from the world news, the Igbo newspaper headline, Yoruba headline, all our programs, from matters as well, special interviews, obviously, and fun house time. We all have interesting programs right here on VOP 903 FM. Do have yourself an amazing evening. Bye for now.